The Metropolitan Police have confirmed they've made more than 80 arrests following disruption between officers and far-right protesters. Let's just bring you the scenes from central London now. We've got live pictures to bring you from Vauxhall Bridge, where that is the march for the pro-Palestinian cause taking place today. Hundreds of thousands of people have turned out. An anticipated number of 500,000 are expected to attend this one. The biggest so far, of course. These pro-Palestinian protests have taken place every Saturday since October the 7th. A lot of controversy surrounding this one, though, given some of the political scrutiny and calls for this protest to be rescheduled because it falls on Armistice Day. Well, that hasn't happened. Police assured the Home Secretary that they had the situation under control, and certainly they have made a number of arrests today of counter-protesters who have turned out to protest the Palestinian march. Well, let's speak to our crime correspondent, Martin Brunt, now, who's staying across events for us in central London. Martin, a large number of arrests in the last hour by the Metropolitan Police, all counter-protesters, as we understand it.
It looks that way. We've not been told anything about arrests of any of those on the main pro-Palestinian march. Many of those arrests were in Pimlico, and what appears to be happening is that groups of counter-protesters, and from their language, from their behaviour, they appear to be certainly what you would describe as right-wing groups. A colleague of ours on the ground heard a chant of Sieg Heil, saw a Nazi salute. That gives you some indication of the feelings of at least of some of those protesters. But there are pockets of these counter-protesters seemingly trying to get to that main march. And this was always the fear of the Metropolitan Police, or their biggest concern, let's say, that keeping the two sides apart was going to be the key to their success, or their best chance of avoiding any serious disorder. And I have to say, even though we've seen skirmishes outside or near the cenotaph, when a group tried to get closer to the cenotaph than they had been allowed, and more skirmishes in central London, as some of those protesters went off to Chinatown in Soho. That seems to be what's happening now. Police trying to stop those counter-protesters, those right-wing, seemingly right-wing groups, trying to make contact with those main marchers.